In this video, we're gonna see if artificial intelligence can teach me how to fly a helicopter.
That's like autopilot, dude.
How do you fly a helicopter? Well, I'm gonna show you. Alright, so we are going to go on ChatGPT, and if you are not familiar with what ChatGPT is, it is this artificial intelligence that has come out in the last week or two, and it has totally disrupted the internet. Everyone is talking about it. It's really crazy. So basically, it's like an extremely smart software artificial intelligence that has an entire breadth of knowledge about the entire world essentially, and it can teach you and tell you things and do things for you. So what we're gonna do is go on here and see if it can teach us how to fly a helicopter, what it tells us about helicopters, and just have some fun with it. So let's get into it. All right, so of course the first question we'll go with is, how do you fly a helicopter? How do you fly a helicopter? Let's see what it says. Flying a helicopter requires a significant amount of training and practice. It is not a task that can be easily learned without proper instruction. If you are interested in learning how to fly a helicopter, the first step is to enroll in a training program at a certified flight school. This will provide you with the knowledge and hands-on experience you need to become a competent helicopter pilot. In general, flying a helicopter involves controlling the altitude and direction of the aircraft using a combination of pedals, collective lever, and cyclic stick. These controls can be complex and require coordination and precision to master. Additionally, helicopter pilots must also be proficient in takeoff and landing procedures, as well as emergency response procedures. Okay, yeah, that is true. That's a very generic answer. That's what I would find on Google. Let's see if it can give me more. We'll ask, what is the hardest helicopter pilot job? It is difficult to say which specific job as a helicopter pilot is the hardest, as the level of difficulty can vary depending on a number of factors. However, some jobs that may be considered challenging for helicopter pilots include helicopter EMS and search and rescue operations. These types of missions often require pilots to fly in challenging conditions such as night or in bad weather in order to reach and assist people in need. Military combat operations. Military pilots who fly helicopters may be required to engage in combat missions, which it can be extremely dangerous and demanding. Firefighting. Helicopter pilots who assist in firefighting efforts may need to fly in close proximity to flames and smoke, and may be required to perform water drops and other hazardous tests. Offshore oil and gas operations. Pilots who work in the offshore and oil and gas industry may need to fly in challenging environments such as over water or in remote locations, and may be required to land on small helipads or platforms. Overall, any job that involves flying a helicopter can be challenging and demanding. It is important for helicopter pilots to have the necessary skills, training, and experience to handle all these challenges safely and effectively. As we're going into this, I actually kind of really enjoy how this is explaining things. This is it is kind of a crazy powerful tool, because you can just ask it things and it's answering them. So let's just keep going with fun generic questions. So what is the best helicopter in the world? It is difficult to determine the best helicopter in the world, as the ideal helicopter can vary depending on the specific needs and requirements of the user. However, some of the most advanced and widely used helicopters in the world include the Sikorsky UH-60 Blackhawk. This is a multi-mission helicopter used by the United States military for a variety of roles, including transport, medevac, and air assault. It is known for its versatility, reliability, and performance. The EC-135 is a medium-sized helicopter used for a variety of roles, including EMS, law enforcement, and corporate transportation. It is known for its low noise level, fuel efficiency, and safety features. The Augusta Westland 101 is a large multi-role helicopter used by military and civilian operators around the world. It is known for its versatility, long range, and ability to operate in harsh environments. The Bell AH-1Z Viper. This attack helicopter is used by the United States Marine Corps. It is known for its advanced weapon systems, maneuverability, and survivability. Overall, the best helicopter for a given user will depend on their specific needs and requirements. So I'm really enjoying this. This is kind of fun. I want to ask it a couple more. I want to ask, how much do helicopter pilots make? Helicopter pilots make. So this is kind of like a Google answer, but I want to see what they say. The salary of a helicopter pilot can vary depending on a number of factors such as their level of experience, the type of helicopter they fly, and the specific industry they work in. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage for helicopter pilots in the United States is $77,200. However, pilots who work in industries such as air ambulance service and offshore and gas operations may earn significantly more. Additionally, pilots who have a higher level of experience and training may also earn a higher salary. All right, I want to ask how to pass a flight check ride. Let's see what it does with this. A flight check ride, also known as a practical test or an oral exam, is a test that is required in order to obtain a pilot's license or rating. The test is administered by a designated pilot examiner, and it is designed to assess a pilot's knowledge, skills, and abilities. In order to pass a flight check ride, you'll need to demonstrate proficiency in a variety of areas, including knowledge of aviation regulations, principles of flight, aircraft systems, ability to perform pre-flight procedures, inspect the aircraft and airworthiness, knowledge of airspace regulations, weather, and navigation, ability to safely and effectively operate the aircraft during takeoff, flight, and landing. During the check ride, the DP will ask you a series of questions to assess your knowledge and will observe you as you perform various tasks in the aircraft. You will need to demonstrate that you are able to operate the aircraft safely and effectively and in order to pass the test. In order to prepare for a flight check ride, it is important to study and become familiar with the relevant regulations, principles of flight, aircraft systems. You should also practice the skills that will be tested, such as takeoff, landing procedures, navigation, emergency response procedures. Working with a certified flight instructor can also be helpful in preparing for the check ride. So this is going to be kind of a crazy one. How to handle spatial disorientation in a helicopter. Let's see what it does with this. Spatial disorientation is a common problem among pilots. It can be particularly challenging for helicopter pilots. It occurs when the pilot's senses give them conflicting information about the orientation or motion of the aircraft, leading to confusion and loss of situational awareness. If you experience spatial disorientation while flying a helicopter, there are several steps that you can take to regain the control of the aircraft. Trust your instruments. If your senses are telling you that the aircraft is behaving in a way that does not match your readings on the instrument panel, trust the instruments and ignore your senses. Maintain a steady heading. Use the compass or heading indicator on your instrument panel to maintain a steady heading. This will help keep the aircraft stable and prevent it from turning or rolling unexpectedly. Control your altitude. Use the altimeter to monitor your altitude and make small adjustments on the collective lever to maintain a stable attitude. Use the horizon. If you can see the horizon, use it as a reference to help you maintain the aircraft control. Focus on keeping the horizon level. Avoid making sudden changes to the pitch or roll of the helicopter. Fly the aircraft. As long as you are able to maintain control of the aircraft, continue flying it in a safe manner. Avoid making sudden or aggressive movements and focus on flying the helicopter in a smooth and controlled manner. Overall, the key to handling spatial disorientation as a helicopter is to trust your instruments and maintain the aircraft heading. This will help you regain situational awareness and fly the helicopter safely. I like what it's saying. Like, I really like all of the answers. I mean, they're pretty generic, but it's kind of cool just to have a conversation. Like, it just makes me think, like, this is gonna not necessarily take over my job as a CFI, but they are giving better answers than I would be able to answer. I want to ask, what is the fastest way to become a helicopter pilot? I'm so impressed with how fast it is. So this is all like real time. Let's see. Okay. The fastest way to become a helicopter will depend on a number of factors such as your level of experience, the type of helicopter you want to fly, and the specific requirements of the licensing authority. In general, however, the steps to become a helicopter pilot are as follows. Enroll at a training program at a certified flight school. This will provide you with the knowledge and hands-on experience you need to become a competent helicopter pilot. Obtain a student pilot certificate. In order to begin flight training, you will need to obtain a student pilot certificate from the FAA or other licensing agency. Complete the required flight training. This will typically include a combination of ground school and flight training and will cover topics such as aviation regulations, principles of flight, aircraft systems, and flight operations. Pass a written exam in order to obtain your pilot's license. In order to obtain a pilot's license, you will need to pass a written exam that covers the material you learned during your flight training. Pass a flight check ride. The final step to become a licensed helicopter pilot is to pass a flight check ride, which is the practical test administered by a designated pilot examiner. This will assess your knowledge, skills, and abilities as a helicopter pilot. Overall, the fastest way to become a helicopter pilot will depend on your individual circumstances and goals. It is important to work with a certified flight instructor and follow the requirements set by the licensing authority in order to obtain your pilot's license as quickly as possible. To be a helicopter pilot, should I join the military or go the civilian route? Let's see what it does with that. Whether you should join the military or pursue a civilian career as a helicopter pilot will depend on your individual goals and circumstances. Both options have their unique advantages and disadvantages, and the right choice for you will depend on your personal preferences and priorities. One advantage of joining the military is that it can provide you with extensive training and experience. The military offers comprehensive flight training programs that can help you become a highly skilled and competent pilot. Additionally, military pilots have the opportunity to fly a wide range of aircraft to participate in a variety of missions and operations. On the other hand, pursuing a civilian career as a helicopter pilot can offer more flexibility and variety. Civilian pilots have the opportunity to work in a wider range of industries such as EMS, law enforcement, oil and gas, and can choose from a variety of different aircraft to fly. Additionally, civilian pilots may have more control over their schedule and work environment. Overall, the decision to join the military or pursue a civilian career as a helicopter pilot will depend on your individual goals and preferences. Both options can provide rewarding and challenging career opportunities. Holy cow, that's like a pretty good answer. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how I would answer it. I really don't think I'm smart enough to say it like that. It's kind of like, it kind of gives me goosebumps, like, to go through this and just see what it says, because it's very smart. Now, I'm like a helicopter pilot, but artificial intelligence is really interesting. It's kind of scary, if I'm being honest. I'm going to ask, now this is getting weird, but this has nothing to do with the video, but should I be scared of artificial, I'm sure it's hearing me right now, artificial intelligence, I can't spell that right. That was spelled terribly. It is understandable to be concerned about the potential impacts of artificial intelligence, AI. It has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of our lives and change the way we work and interact in the world. However, it is important to remember that AI is a tool, and like any other tool, it can be used for good or bad depending on how it's designed and deployed. While there are potential risks and challenges associated with developing the use of AI, there are many benefits. AI has the potential to improve our lives in a number of ways, such as by helping to diagnose and treat medical conditions, by assisting with complex decision-making tasks, and making our lives more convenient and efficient. Therefore, rather than being scared of AI, it is important to approach it with caution and awareness. We should consider the potential risks and benefits of AI and strive to develop and use it in a responsible and ethical manner. This will help to ensure the benefits of AI are realized while minimizing the potential negative impacts. So, all right, there you go. I don't really know what to say. So the video title is using AI to teach me how to fly a helicopter. It can tell me the basic stuff in actually a really clean and succinct way. Very general, not going too deep, but it can tell you pretty much anything you want to know. Feel free to subscribe to me. I've got a Patreon down below if you want to donate to the channel. Really interesting video. I don't have much more to say. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.